Hello everyone and welcome back to Daily Health Talks. I hope you're having a wonderful day. My name is Adam, and today we're discussing a topic that many people are curious about: foods that affect blood sugar. Joining me today is Dr. Michelle. Thank you for being here, Doctor.
Thank you, Adam. It's great to be here. Food is one of the biggest factors that can influence blood sugar levels, so this is a very important topic.
I think many people hear that certain foods can raise blood sugar, while others may help keep it more stable. Is that true?
Yes, it is. Different foods affect the body in different ways. Some foods are digested quickly and can cause blood sugar to rise faster, while others are digested more slowly and may contribute to a more gradual increase.
Before we discuss specific foods, can you remind our listeners what happens when we eat?
Certainly. When we eat foods that contain carbohydrates, the digestive system breaks them down into glucose. That glucose enters the bloodstream and becomes a source of energy for the body's cells. The body then uses hormones such as insulin to help move glucose from the blood into the cells where it can be used for fuel.
So carbohydrates are an important part of this conversation?
Absolutely. Carbohydrates are the nutrient most directly associated with blood sugar because they are converted into glucose during digestion.
Does that mean carbohydrates are bad?
Not at all. That is a very common misunderstanding. Carbohydrates provide energy and can be part of a healthy diet. The important thing is understanding the type of carbohydrates you are eating and the overall balance of your meals.
Let's start with foods that may raise blood sugar more quickly.
Foods that are highly processed and low in fiber are often digested more rapidly. Examples can include sugary beverages, candy, pastries, and certain processed snacks. Because they are absorbed quickly, blood sugar may rise faster after consuming them.
What about soft drinks?
Sugary drinks are often discussed because they can contain a large amount of sugar while providing little fiber or protein. Since liquids are digested quickly, glucose may enter the bloodstream rapidly.
So drinking calories can sometimes affect blood sugar differently than eating whole foods?
In many cases, yes. Whole foods often contain fiber and other nutrients that may slow digestion.
What role does fiber play?
Fiber is very important. It can slow the digestion and absorption of carbohydrates. This means glucose may enter the bloodstream more gradually instead of all at once.
Can you give some examples of foods that contain fiber?
Certainly. Vegetables, fruits, beans, lentils, oats, and whole grains are excellent sources of fiber. These foods provide nutrients while also supporting digestive health.
I often hear people talk about white bread versus whole grain bread. Is there a difference?
There can be. Whole grain products generally contain more fiber than highly refined grain products. Because of this, they are often digested more slowly.
That's interesting. What about fruit? Some people worry because fruit contains sugar.
Fruit does contain natural sugars, but it also contains vitamins, minerals, water, and fiber. Whole fruits are very different from highly processed sugary foods. Many fruits can be part of a healthy eating pattern.
So context matters?
Exactly. Looking at a food as a whole is often more useful than focusing on a single nutrient.
What about protein?
Protein is another important part of balanced nutrition. Foods such as fish, chicken, eggs, beans, yogurt, and tofu provide protein, which can help people feel satisfied after meals.
Does protein affect blood sugar?
Protein generally affects blood sugar differently than carbohydrates. Including protein as part of a balanced meal may help support steady energy levels and increase feelings of fullness.
What about healthy fats?
Healthy fats are also important. Foods such as avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil can be included as part of a balanced eating pattern.
It sounds like balanced meals are the key.
Exactly. Rather than focusing on a single food, it is often helpful to think about the entire meal. Combining carbohydrates with protein, healthy fats, and fiber may help create a more balanced eating experience.
I think that's a great lesson for our listeners.
Nutrition is often about patterns and habits rather than one individual food.
For our listeners, what is your favorite healthy meal? Let us know in the comments below.
We'd love to hear your ideas and favorite healthy foods.
In the next part of our discussion, we'll talk more about specific foods and how meal choices throughout the day may influence blood sugar.
I'm looking forward to it.
Welcome back, everyone. In this part of the discussion, let's take a closer look at specific foods and how they may affect blood sugar.
That's a great idea, Adam. Understanding food choices can help people make more informed decisions.
Let's start with breakfast. Why is breakfast important?
Breakfast provides energy after an overnight fast. The foods people choose in the morning can influence how they feel during the first part of the day.
Can you give an example?
Imagine two different breakfasts. One person drinks a sugary beverage and eats a pastry. Another person has oatmeal with fruit and a source of protein such as yogurt or eggs. These meals may affect energy and hunger differently throughout the morning.
Why is oatmeal often recommended?
Oats contain fiber, particularly a type called beta-glucan. Fiber can help slow digestion and may contribute to a more gradual release of glucose into the bloodstream.
What about eggs?
Eggs provide protein and can be part of a balanced breakfast. Protein can help increase feelings of fullness after eating.
Let's talk about rice because many people around the world eat rice every day.
Rice is a staple food in many cultures. Portion size, preparation methods, and what is eaten alongside rice can all influence how a meal affects the body.
So it's not only about the rice itself?
Correct. A meal that includes rice, vegetables, and a source of protein may be different from a meal that consists mostly of refined carbohydrates.
That's an important point.
Nutrition is often about the overall meal rather than one single ingredient.
What about snacks?
Snacks can vary widely. Some snacks provide fiber, protein, or healthy fats, while others are primarily made up of refined sugars and starches.
Can you share examples of balanced snack options?
Examples might include fruit with nuts, yogurt, vegetables with hummus, or a small portion of nuts and seeds.
Many people enjoy desserts. Do desserts always have to be avoided?
Not necessarily. Healthy eating is not about perfection. Occasional treats can fit into a balanced lifestyle. Moderation is often the key.
I think many listeners will appreciate hearing that.
Sustainable habits are usually more effective than extremely restrictive approaches.
What about restaurant meals?
Restaurant meals can vary significantly. Some are balanced and nutrient-rich, while others may contain larger portions and more added sugars or refined carbohydrates.
Is reading nutrition information helpful?
It can be. Understanding ingredients and nutrition information may help people make choices that align with their goals and preferences.
What is one mistake people commonly make when choosing foods?
Many people focus only on calories while ignoring the overall nutritional quality of a meal. Fiber, protein, vitamins, minerals, and portion sizes all matter.
That's a valuable insight.
Healthy eating is about nourishing the body, not just counting numbers.
Before we move to the final section, I'd like to ask our audience a question. Which food helps you stay full the longest?
Share your answer in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.
Welcome to the final part of today's discussion. We've talked about different foods, but now let's focus on healthy eating habits.
That's a great idea because habits often have a bigger impact than individual meals.
Where should people begin?
One simple habit is building balanced meals. Try to include vegetables, a source of protein, healthy fats, and carbohydrates in appropriate portions.
Why is balance so important?
Because meals contain different nutrients that work together. Fiber, protein, and healthy fats may help create a more satisfying eating experience and support steady energy levels.
What about portion sizes?
Portion awareness can be helpful. Even nutritious foods are typically consumed as part of an overall balanced eating pattern.
How important is meal timing?
Consistent meal patterns may help some people maintain stable energy throughout the day. However, individual needs can vary.
What role does hydration play?
Drinking enough water supports many bodily functions and is an important part of overall health.
Are there any habits people should try to avoid?
Rather than thinking in terms of good and bad, I encourage people to focus on habits they can improve. For example, reducing excessive consumption of sugary drinks or highly processed snacks may be beneficial for many individuals.
That sounds realistic.
Sustainable changes are often more effective than dramatic changes that are difficult to maintain.
What about eating slowly?
Eating slowly can help people pay attention to hunger and fullness cues. Many people find that mindful eating improves their relationship with food.
I like that advice.
Health is not only about what we eat. It's also about how we eat and the habits we develop over time.
If someone wants to make one change this week, what would you recommend?
I would suggest adding 1 extra serving of vegetables each day or replacing a sugary drink with water. Small changes can add up over time.
That's very practical.
The goal is progress, not perfection.
Before we end today's episode, let's ask our listeners one final question. What healthy food would you recommend to a friend?
We look forward to reading your comments.
Dr. Michelle, thank you for joining us today and sharing your knowledge.
Thank you, Adam. It has been a pleasure discussing this important topic.
Today we learned about foods that affect blood sugar, the importance of balanced meals, and healthy eating habits that support overall wellness.
I hope our listeners found the conversation helpful and informative.
If you enjoyed today's discussion, don't forget to like and subscribe to Daily Health Talks for more health and wellness conversations.
Thank you for listening.
Take care, stay informed, and keep making healthy choices.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.